The perennial traffic jam that has haunted the Apapa axis of Lagos once again reared its ugly head, causing untold hardship to road users as tons of trucks lined up the road. The dead weight on the bridge cast a dark shadow on the lifespan of the infrastructure, a position that has also become worrisome as far as the House member representing Apapa constituency, who doubles as the assistant majority leader of the assembly, is concerned.
It's a serious concern for we who are the representatives of the Apapa entirety, both Apapa 1 and Apapa 2. We have made several gestures to state and federal government in coming to our rescue. I'm aware, and people are aware, that most of the roads in Apapa are federal roads. I want to make it bold that severally we've raised it at the floor of the House. We need to let the world know that these are our predicaments. They are federal roads, and the federal government is not taking any steps that are giving on a radiance of hope in all ramifications.
While he is troubled about the impact of the road situation on businesses and residents in his constituency, he offers a way out of the situation.
It could be decongested by moving the farm tank to other parts of Lagos that there are less traffic area, like Ibejuleke, Ekpe exists. It could even be taken to Badagry so that it will reduce, because when the port is operating, the farm tank farm is also at that axis. It becomes a bottleneck for people doing businesses there. The roads frequently needs attention, and the federal is not ready to pay this adequate attention to some of the roads in Apapa. This is our predicament.
The infrastructure deficit is also taking its pound of flesh from Lagosians, especially with regards to roads such as the Ikorodu-Shagamu Highway, which has become a long stretch infested with potholes. The Chairman Works and Infrastructure Committee of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Tobun Abiodun, maintains that the federal government has neglected Lagos for too long.
Well, federal infrastructure in Lagos State, the deficit and the gap is so enormous. I must tell you that for some times the federal government is like has abandoned Lagos State. And if you look at it, you discover that most of the federal roads in Lagos State are in a bad state. And Lagosians and residents were really feeling the pains. If you look at from Maitu, Okukumaiko, moving towards Badagry, you see the rate, the deplorable condition of that road. So Lagos State government has taken the road up with a view to fix the road and by way put a light trail. Then you come to Shagamu, Ikorodu Road, in a bad state. So most of those roads that were, like we can't refer to as the federal road, maybe because of the political affiliations, they've been abandoned. And the state government has spent so much money, even from the time of our former governor, Babatunde Raji Fashola, to the time of the present governor, Governor Akinwumi Ambode. They have spent so much money, knowing fully that Lagosians and residents are the ones that are paying the brunt.
His position is also expressed by the assistant majority leader of the House, who believes the absence of true federalism has resulted in this state of monumental decay.
In a country where true federalism were practiced, the state will allow to generate revenue and contribute part of it to the federal. They were allowed to make their laws. But here we have only one single law. Fine, and we agree, but at the same time, we should be allowed to grow at our pace, not slowing us down. You understand? So there's a lot of federal government infrastructure in Lagos State that needs federal government attention, or at worst case, they should hand it over to Lagos State government.
There is something wrong with our federalism, that our system of federalism, we need to give it a critical appraisal. Perhaps we should run our federalism the way it should be run. Whatever is in the state will be under the state government so that there can be effective result. Government officials cannot be in Abuja knowing what is happening in Apapa.
They, however, appeal to the federal government to make efforts towards reinforcing Lagos The sum of 52 billion naira allegedly owed the state for some intervention work carried out on federal roads.
I fixed most of those roads with the promise that they will be paid back. But till today, most of those funds are still hanging with the federal government. So if such funds are not coming in, where do you expect Lagos State to get money and start fixing the federal road? The
federal government is indebted to Lagos with about 52 billion naira on interventions on roads that Lagos State has done, that has not been refunded to the state. So we need that refund so that we can attend to other things, because there are other pending things that is challenging, that is facing our roads and other activities in Lagos.
As the country continues to grapple with the burden of infrastructural deficit in the face of dwindling oil revenue, it has become imperative for the government to explore all possible means of raising funds to fix these challenges in order to justify the confidence reposed on it by the people. Don't forget, you can always be part of Eyewitness by sending us your video or photo. Simply shoot and upload to our Eyewitness portal via the Channels TV app. Download, launch, and then swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu. Follow instructions on how to upload your story. Do keep all these stories coming in and endeavor to add a form of contact, such as email or phone numbers, so we can get in touch with you. For now, let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
From Esako Central Local Government Area comes these photos of flooded areas. Our eyewitness says that those badly affected include Odaba-Ekperi, Ifeku, Ofukbo and parts of Anegbete. He is asking the government to proffer a permanent solution to this problem. We have photos of an ongoing dredging activity and sand filling at the Lekki County Buena Vista Estate Natural Waterway. Our eyewitness claims that the environment is at risk of total collapse and heavy flooding if nothing is done to stop the ills being carried out by the dredgers. Next is this image from Biu Township Road in Borno State showing a dilapidated road. Our eyewitness reporter says the road needs to be fixed urgently for easy access. We also have this photo from Itoki in the Jebu area of Ogun State showing the bad state of the road. Our eyewitness reporter laments the trouble motorists go through using the road and is calling for urgent attention from government. This photo of a flooded area in Alimosho, Akunwojo area by additional Lambe Street in Lagos hit our platform, and our eyewitness reporter says that this is a result of poor drainage system and is calling on the state government for help. The next picture is from Amaradu in Boko local government area of Benue State, showing what our eyewitness reporter claims to be an abandoned project. He says the residents are suffering from lack of good drinking water and is appealing to authorities to look into it. We move on to Gombe State with this image showing the state of the General Hospital in Biliri. Our eyewitness reporter wants the government to renovate the entire hospital. Next is the shot of another dilapidated road on White House Road, Efuru-Warri in Delta State. According to our eyewitness reporter, it has been abandoned by the NDDC since 2014, and this is affecting their vehicles. He is asking the NDDC and the state government to come to their rescue. That's all we have for you today. Please note that you too can report events as they happen around you.